So Varix traded the prison of elders for this? I guess if I played a part in the murder of Cade 6, I'd hide on a desolate moon myself. It was Varix, you know. He instigated the riot at the prison of elders. He's equally responsible for Cade's death. The Vanguard's been after him since. No wonder he's hiding on a desolate moon. We really should notify Zavala. Since Guardians walked into that pyramid on the moon, Zavala's had his eye on us all. He's worried what'll happen if we get too close. And honestly, so am I. We're close to the origin point of Varix's distress. We really should notify Zavala. Since we walked into that pyramid on the moon, Zavala's had his eye on us. He's worried what'll happen if we get too close. And honestly, so am I. This is what remains of Eventide, Clovis Bray's European colony, built to house those who came to build Exo, and to become them.
Until we arrived, much has Aramis uncovered. All has proven beyond dangerous.
Then we'll just have to take it away from her. So you came to Europa to what? Hide from the Vanguard?
Varix knows of the elephant in the room. Cade 6's death was not my intention. No day passes without regret. I will answer for these crimes, but not before my people are safe from Aramis. They say you are a great warrior, but I think you are built with machine weakness. They say you are a great warrior, the young wolf, but I think the hero of the Red War. Weakness, God, destroyer of Oryx, flee from battles, and you have challenged Aramis Kell once before.
Last time we saw the Exo Stranger, she wanted us to fight the darkness. Now, after all this time, she's telling you to use it. I believe she's trying to help, I do. But she still hasn't explained exactly what she's pulling you into. It's not fair to you. Talking to Zavala, he reminded me of something the Stranger said years ago, when we first met her. She told us that a side must be taken, even if it's the wrong one. Back then, we assumed she meant only the darkness, but now we know it's more complicated than that. I hope the Vanguard opens their minds to it. More than ever, we need to band together, light and dark, to defeat what's coming our way. Talking to Zavala, he reminded me of something the Stranger, Elizabeth, said years ago when we first met her. White landscape, shadowed by darkness, fallen everywhere. It's like we never left the moon. At least there we had Eris to guide us. Sometimes I wish we'd taken a break after everything that went down back on the moon. Not a long one, just enough to recoup from facing down reincarnated enemies, being haunted by trauma ghosts, getting possessed by the entity of darkness. Now that I say it out loud, I realize a little R&R is probably not going to cut it. Whenever I see something frozen in stasis, I remember back on the moon, when the darkness took over my shell. It felt like a cold wave swallowing me up. I couldn't move or speak. I could only listen as this voice came out of me. That's not something I want to experience ever again. These are what Clovis Bray called memory banks, digital recordings of people's minds. It's how they became Exos. That means any Exo's past could be here, even Cade. I know he didn't want to come back, but I do miss him. Even if we could bring him back, he wouldn't be our Cade. He'd be a blank slate again. Rest in peace, buddy. Every hive on the tangled shore was probably born here, in this nest. If we kill that queen, we cut them off at the source. I've never heard of a brood queen so close to the surface. Mission reports from the Hellmouth on Luna don't even mention them. Zavala, looks like the drills are manned by a full battalion of Cabal.
A full battalion? What is that to you, who have slain gods in the heart of the Black Garden?
There's the scam. The Fallen are trashing the Exodus Black. It's the back part, a chunk of shit Failsafe hasn't seen in years. You remember Siva, right? Fallen with Golden Age tech seems like a super bad idea.
Yeah, didn't Siva kill the Iron Lords?
Saladin still talks about you. You got this.
I brought you back for a reason, Guardian. You're a hunter. That means you're not afraid to take risks. So, keep moving and be ready for a fight. I brought you back for a reason, Guardian. You're a Titan. That means you're a fighter. So be ready, because we're deep in enemy territory. I brought you back for a reason, Guardian. You're a warlock. Your curiosity's as dangerous as any weapon. So trust your instincts, and we'll find a way home.
Be well.
Always nice to see Ikora. While we're over here, we should check in with the Drifter. You may be wondering who leads the hunters. See, we lost Cade 6, our hunter vanguard, a while back. Killed by a man named Uldren Sov. It was a difficult time. Now no hunter wants to take his place. Being a hunter has its challenges. You'll find that out yourself soon enough. Zavala thinks every life in the city is his responsibility. Even a Guardian has trouble bearing that kind of weight. He's going to need your help. He's going to need your help. You're a Titan. You'll be able to help him shoulder that burden. Where to next? Oh, you should head to the bazaar. That's where we'll find Ikora. Where to next? Oh, you should head to the bazaar. That's where we'll find Ikora. She likes to meet all the new warlocks personally.
This is where your Golden Age Kel built you. Trivial tinkering. I will elevate it. This is where your Golden Age Kel built his machines. Trivial tinkering. I will elevate it.
I often wonder how you became an Exo. Who you were before. Rows and rows of people's minds are stored here. Yours may be here too. Maybe one day you'll be able to know why you became an Exo in the first place.
And you think you alone can keep the Vex from scaling these two platforms? Since I've grown soft in my retirement, I'll give you a tip. Since I'd hate to waste another Exo mind, I'll give you a tip. In war, you must battle the elements as well as the enemy. Even my sturdily designed Exos are susceptible to Europa's harsh winters. Even you, free as you are from susceptible flesh and blood, can't withstand Europa's harsh winters for long.